Wrestlemania 41 Elite Figures.
Seth Rollins, and this is Bretto live on YouTube.
What is going on, guys? Bretto live back with a video. Today we're going to be reviewing every single figure, you heard me right, every single figure from the brand new WrestleMania 41 Las Vegas Elite Series. Bianca Belair, Seth freaking Rollins, Bret Hart, and Hulk Hogan, baby. We did pick all these figures up from Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, using discount code LIVE at checkout to save 10%. Feel free to do the same if you guys are trying to save some money. At the end of this review, I want you guys to have your mind made up which figures are you going to pick up in this series and which figures are you going to pass on. Let's answer that question right now. Starting first with Seth frickin' Rollins in a very interesting color here of pink. Seth Rollins doesn't normally come in pink when it comes to wrestling action figures, but he wore this attire in WrestleMania 39. I was actually there for this match. He fought Logan Paul. It was a pretty solid match, and seeing Seth wear this pink attire was crazy. I love the attire. Obviously, he did wear a crazy entrance gear during that entrance to that match, but we're not seeing that with this figure because that red good that he was wearing was just absolutely massive. Maybe if they did an Ultimate Edition, I could see us getting it, but we're not seeing that accessory with this figure, but it still looks really nice. There you can see Seth's stats up there. Packaging is gorgeous. I love the WrestleMania 41 logo. There's a picture of Seth at Mania 39. And if you buy every single figure out of the series, you can build the Howard Finkel Build-A-Figure from WrestleMania 6. As you can see, Seth Rollins is coming with the legs on the back of the packaging. There are the rest of the figures you have to get out of the set to build the Fink. And without further ado, what do you say we get Seth Rollins out of the box? Start off with the accessories for Seth Rollins, and then we're going to jump into the figure itself. Besides the Howard Finkel Build-A-Figure legs, we are seeing 4 sets of interchangeable hands. As I mentioned earlier, we aren't seeing any WrestleMania 39 entrance gear, which is kind of a bummer, but if you guys saw what Seth Rollins wore at Mania 39, you would kind of understand. It was an absolutely huge entrance robe. It was all red. We do have the Randy Orton style up here, so we could do Seth Rollins' entrance. We got some microphone holding hands, and we got some wide open hands here, as well as some fisted hands to do some punching. No question about it, this Seth Rollins figure will probably be the best seller out of the series if I had to guess. Here's an up-close look at the head scan. We are seeing an interesting facial expression here for Seth Rollins, but I do like it. I feel like it resembles Seth Rollins. It's different. He's got a nice gritted teeth look going on, and if you look in the hair, the highlights are very enhanced. Normally they're lighter, but this figure, I noticed this is very, very yellow. Even on the back, very yellow, which I do like. If you guys did notice, too, on the back here, they are missing the spine tattoo. How interesting is that? Maybe Mattel thought, oh, the hair's long enough, it's going to cover it up anyways. I would have liked to have seen that tattoo right there, man. It's kind of just skimping out on that. It's kind of annoying to me. But anyways, he does have the hair stubble on the chest. I love the torso choice that they use for Seth. It's the classic style of Dolph Ziggler torso, which is really nice. Double jointed arms. You got my boy Seth Rollins decked out with the white wrist tape. This belt is actually a separate piece. Is it removable? No, but it is a separate piece from the actual pants, which I think is actually pretty cool. So you could adjust it upwards. You could move it low. I'll probably have it sit low. A nice pink padded design going all the way around that belt. The leg articulation is actually really good up here by the crotch piece, and there's some really unique padding design going throughout it. Really no logos on these, just like some interesting padding going throughout, which I think is really interesting. I was having a little issue here with the knee articulation. I was not able to get the upper half of the knee articulation to bend on either leg. On either leg, I was not able to do it. I'm not sure if that's on every single Seth Rollins copy, but the knee articulation I was having trouble with. Pink knee pads definitely have my attention. Those look really cool. And then you have a unique color of red here on the front of the kick pads, which is like a really nice, like shiny red. Got the pink on the back and then the pink shoes as well. Look at this. We got that ankle pivot continuing here in the regular Elite line. I thought they were only doing this for Ultimate Editions, but this is ankle pivot style that we normally see on like Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series. It feels great. It looks great. It's really easy to stand. Super easy to do. I love this style of ankle pivot. This figure is decked out in pink. Is pink Seth Rollins' favorite color? Maybe. A couple recent Seth Rollins Elites right here looking fantastic, and you already know we had to get the Ultimate Edition in here, but just for a side-by-side comparison, now you see what I'm saying here with the highlights in the hair. See how they're really blonde over here and then really yellow over here? Just a very interesting change, but the pink will stand out on a Seth Rollins shelf. I guarantee that. Next up, we have Bret the Hitman Hart, sporting basically the same exact packaging as Seth Rollins. Mattel absolutely knocked this packaging out of the park. I didn't mention it with the Seth, but the backdrop behind the figure as well is just so colorful. I want to show that off here in the bit. What piece does Bret Hart come with for Howard? Ah, the torso. So yeah, you definitely need this one to build Howard Finkel. You need that torso to build this figure. There's a picture of Bret here on the back. This is from WrestleMania 4 here, and there are the other people out of the series. This was the backdrop that I was talking about. Look at how freaking sick this is. The feathers, the dice, just screams Vegas. How cool is that? Accessories here for Bret the Hitman Hart. Besides the Howard Finkel torso, which is right there, we're only seeing interchangeable hands again. Same as Seth Rollins. I would have preferred to see some sort of accessory other than interchangeable hands. I love the interchangeable hands, but maybe like a title belt or some glasses or something. But anyways, we are seeing some open hands here, microphone holding hands here, and fisted hands right there. I was sitting behind the camera just now debating on whether I like this head or if I don't like this head, and I've come up with the conclusion that I actually really like this Bret the Hitman Hart head. I think this is one of the better Bret Hart heads that they've done. Well, first of all, finally, we don't have big pieces of hair covering his nose and covering his eyes. We only have little pieces here on his forehead, which I like. I think the face resembles a young Bret Hart. I really do. There's no really facial expression going on, but that doesn't really bother me. I think it looks like Bret Hart. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Or I think it looks pretty good. As far as the attire, it's a really just basic Hart Foundation, like early Hart Foundation gear. The pink heart on the front, the little black singlet, black elbow pads with double jointed arms, which work pretty well. Got the white wrist tape to top it off. No logos on the back of the singlet, but when you move down to the pants, by the way, I am having a lot of trouble with these legs. Very, very stiff left leg on this Bret Hart. Like, it does not want to move. I feel like if I move it, I'm going to snap it off. So that's kind of irritating. It's weird though. I didn't have any issues with the Seth, but I'm having issues here with the Bret Hart. I do like the pinstriping on the side here, the white and black pinstriping. If you line it up, it looks really good over the pink. Black knee pads. I'm having no issues with the double jointed knees. Those work fine. The stars on the side of the boots look good with these little pink accents. And same thing with the Seth. We're seeing that new style of ankle pivot, which I think is so nice. It makes it super easy to stand the figure, pose the figure, and I like the black trim here on the boots. It's our brand new Mania freaking Bret Hart standing next to the Ultimate Edition. You already know we had to get the Ultimate Edition Hart Foundation in here. Pretty much the same exact figure, basically just with a different head scan and non-Ultimate Edition parts here with the Wrestlemania. And then we have a couple other older Bret Harts over here. Oh, that head skin looks so bad. Jumping next into Bianca Belair. This is, of course, when she had the Raw Women's Championship. Mania 39 had that awesome entrance. I was there for it. She had a dope attire, too. She had a Hollywood star on her chest. We're about to see it in person. There are her stats in the top left. A little bit about the moment at Mania 39, and then there are the rest of the people out of the series. She comes with the head of Howard Finkel, so this is an absolute must if you want to build the Fink. So without further ado, let's get Bianca Belair out of the box. For all the accessories that you receive with Bianca Belair, she's got the head of the Howard Finkel figure, which we will take a look at in a bit. Once again, we're building that figure at the end of this video. This is the first time we're seeing the upgraded size for the Raw Women's Championship in action figure form. Literally, they've done the SmackDown one in the updated size, but they've never done the Raw. We're seeing it updated here with the Raw with the Bianca Belair side plates. That is printed so nicely in the side plate area. Obviously, this title is no longer in effect in WWE television right now, but it's cool to see it in updated size. I'm glad we got it. I'm really glad we got it because we do have the SmackDown. Now we got the Raw. It looks amazing. Got a very tiny set of glasses right there with gold trim. And if you guys could see them, we got the earrings right there, which do port in the side of the head. I'm not going to be able to do it on camera right now with my fat fingers, but they port in the little hole in the side of the head of Bianca Belair. I will show it in a bit. It's just like the Ultimate Edition if you guys have the Ultimate. And interchangeable hands, we are seeing 3 sets. I do really like these open hands. I feel like these work great for the women's figures. We do just have the microphone holding hands and fisted hands to top it off. This Bianca Belair figure is absolutely awesome. They are utilizing an Ultimate Edition head from the Ultimate Edition. It's just repainted slightly. You could tell by the lip gloss there. She's got the, you know, the accurate lip gloss to match WrestleMania 39. The little strands of hair. If you want to tuck these in, you can port the glasses right over those and they sit really nice on the ears. Once again, I'll show it in a bit. You don't have to worry about this braid going anywhere. That thing is glued tight into that hair. This is such a clean figure. You can even bend this braid around. You could wrap it around her head. You could put it in her hand if you want. The attire is really clean, dude. I love the Hollywood star on the torso. Bianca Belair, just like the Hollywood walk. The gold kiss is also here in the front, and this diaphragm works amazing. It's not loose. It feels stiff. It feels nice. It's really clean. And then you do have the wrinkles here on the back as well, just showing that it's, you know, a cloth attire. It's keeping it accurate. These sleeves are goated. Got the red stars, double jointed arms, which work amazing. And you got the gold kisses on there as well. Bianca Belair's like signature logo is the kiss. Little gold trim here on the bottom where the straps come down. They go down to these gold kisses. And no, I'm not having any issues with the legs on this figure, which is amazing. The articulation on this figure is absolutely fantastic. EST here on the knee pads looks pretty good. Then you got the gold boots with the black laces. Same thing with the articulation. I gotta point it out, man. That updated freaking ankle pivot, even here on a woman's figure with the black soles. Freaking awesome. Great action figure here for Bianca Belair. Just noticing this because I took another look at the box. If you look on the box, Bianca Belair is wearing these really like square-esque glasses, and they're very big, right? But if you look at those and then look at the glasses on the figure, yeah, those are not the same glasses. That's just the same mold of glasses that they used on the Ultimate Edition, but repainted. Man, that's kind of lazy. We needed a new mold for those glasses. Those are not the square design that she wore at Mania 39. I mean, I barely noticed it, but still, at the same time, it's like, what? Anyways, we do have the Ultimate Edition right here from Hell in a Cell, which looks really good next to this Mania 39, and we do have a couple other Bianca Belairs, which look really mid compared to these two. And the last figure, I lied. We still gotta build Howard Finkel, so don't go anywhere. We gotta review Hulk Hogan before we get there. He is from WrestleMania 30 in the Silver Dome. I mean Superdome, brother. There he is, opening up the show with Steve Austin and The Rock, which was really cool. I remember it as a kid watching. I'm like, oh my god, look at these freaking legends. There's a little rate-up on that. All the people in the series. He comes with the arms, interchangeable hands, and microphone of Howard Finkel, so he's coming with a lot for the Fink. So without further ado, let's get Hogan out of the box. He looks really cool, and I heard he has updated tattoos, so let's take a look. Besides the Howard Finkel arms, interchangeable hands, and microphone, we do have a bunch of Hulk Hogan accessories here looking freaking awesome, including interchangeable hands. We got fisted hands, microphone holding hands, and wide open hands, because of course he needs to cut that promo about the Silver Dome right there. Got the glasses, of course, with the black lenses and the little yellow trim. Here's the yellow boa right here, and I've always wanted Mattel to do this cloth. I swear they've never done it cloth, even in the Ultimate Edition. This is always a rubber piece. I feel like this could be cloth, but I do like the red little like tints on the ends of the yellow. Looks pretty good. He does come with a Hulk Rules shirt in yellow on the front, fully cut off, and look at this on the back. Train, eat your vitamins, say your prayers, believe in yourself, brother. Freaking awesome. The 4 steps right there of being Hulk Hogan. I love how there's no Velcro back here, so we're able to freaking like stretch it and have that logo on the back. Recommend removing the interchangeable head, and it's gonna be super easy to pop on. Here is the Hulk Hogan action figure, and I swear this is a new freaking head scan. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section down below, but it looks just like Hulk Hogan. They absolutely knocked this out of the park. You got the freaking bleached mustache here. My only gripe with it, this little headband that he has here is not removable, which I found kind of annoying, but at the same time, he didn't take it off at WrestleMania 30, so it's not the biggest deal. It does say Hulkamania going across it. You can see some hair come out of the back. It's tied up in the back, and look at these updated tattoos my boy's rocking. You got Immortal on the back, which I didn't even know he had that. He's got some updated tattoos here on his forearms, on the inside of his wrists. I'm trying to point them all out. I could be missing some. Highly doubtful, though. He does have some beast Brock Lesnar style of double jointed elbows and double jointed arms here. And then moving down to the pants, he does have the silver belt buckle. And basically, if you guys have ever gotten a Hulk Hogan in the past, when they do his promo figures, that he always has these bigger style of pants, which these definitely work for Hogan. I'm not having any issues with articulation because this is an old style of mold, so why would we have to worry about that? And then as far as the ankle pivot for the other figures out of the series, we're not really seeing it with this figure, only because the pants kind of are going to get in the way of it, but they still have some great articulation down here for the boots. Let's pop some accessories on there, do some comparisons, and see what it looks like next to some other Hogans, baby. And here's our brand new WrestleMania 41 Elite Hulk Hogan standing next to another promo Hulk Hogan right here. I forgot what series this came out in. I might have been like series like 34 or something, but you can just see the difference in the tans. The tattoos, I did look closer. He does have some of the tattoos, but not the back tattoo. But this WrestleMania 30, WrestleMania 41 style Hulk Hogan figure definitely stands up great next to this other promo one. Really cool, man. We do have some other Hulk Hogans here on the side, basically in just other wrestling gear. But yeah, this Mania 41 Elite, based off of WrestleMania 30, freaking awesome. Once again, if you collect every single figure out of the series, you can build Howard Finkel. Here are all the Build-A-Figure parts. We're about to put them together right now, and I do have the original Howard Finkel Build-A-Figure, so we're going to get a comparison going here. Most likely, the only difference is going to be in the interchangeable head, but we're still going to do a comparison, so without further ado, let's do it. Here's the Howard Finkel Build-A-Figure, fully complete. I love the microphone. The microphone looks so sick, and we do have 2 sets of interchangeable hands, microphone holding hands, as well as open hands, so you can get him in some pretty iconic poses here, entering matches, introducing superstars. Really cool. Double jointed elbows, whole 9 yards with articulation. Really nice figure for articulation here. My only gripe with it is the boots. He has like literally like wrestling style of laced boots right there. On the original, which I have right here, he has dress shoes. I feel like that's what he should have here on this Build-A-Figure, but obviously you could tell in the head scans the differences here. TrueFX head scan technology, non-TrueFX head scan technology. You could just tell the difference there in the heads. And if you do have the original Build-A-Figure Howard Fink, I don't know if this is an absolute must for you to complete, but if you want that TrueFX head scan technology, I highly recommend it. But overall, a really cool looking Howard Finkel Build-A figure. Very unique. That has been the review of the WrestleMania 41 Elite figures. Pretty solid set overall. Like Seth Rollins figure would probably be the most hot seller out of the series. Coming up right next to that are probably the Hogan, then the Belair, and then the Bret. Unless you're walking down the section, you're just a legend collector, I can understand why you'd pick up the Bret. But the Seth, easily my favorite figure out of the series. Really solid series. If you guys are interested in picking up any of them, they're all available at Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, where discount code LIVE saves 10% at checkout. Be sure to use the code, save some money, and I will see you guys next time. This is Bretto Live, signing out.